All right, here we go. We are live. Looks like everything is working on OBS. I'm definitely not the master of any of this stuff. We maybe having this part over here would be better, at least for this screen. All right, so I'm going to try not to get too emotionally involved in this tournament. I'm just here to have fun. Um, I obviously really enjoy the Pokemon trading card game. It's most fun to play with friends and family, but I don't have any friends or family nearby that I can play with on a regular basis besides my wife. That, of course, takes time. So we sometimes choose to spend our time doing other things, like playing Overcooked, which is a fantastic game. But we are, I was having fun at locals for a while, but just the fact that we had to pay money to play made me feel like I had to practice a lot and like really spend time and money practicing and buying new cards, which was more money and all these things, and just really feeling badly when I didn't perform well. Locals, obviously every scene is different. Most people were really nice, super good. We did have some rough and tumble individuals with some language that made me felt like I couldn't consistently take my son there. And I'm not just talking about swearing, but there was plenty of that too. So Timothy's still too young to play and things. So I just really wanted a different scene, and I've been fortunate to participate in a couple of these online tournaments with some friends from Twitter. So I'm looking forward to doing this. So this one tonight is hosted by FTC Hobby. We've interacted with them on and off throughout our last couple of years on Twitter. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm just want to try to have fun. I'm obviously gonna feel bad when I lose. So here we can take a peek at the deck. The deck is Mew, Fusion Mew. Oh no, it's the best way to look at this. Nope. Oh, you know what I need to do is actually relearn how to add friends. I think it's under profile, maybe? Friends. There we go. Okay, great. Yeah, because I'm going to need to be able to do that. And I believe you have to restart live in order to add a friend and then challenge them, which I don't even know what that screen looks like. Challenge friend. Okay. Alright, pretty straightforward. Anyway, so back to here. So this deck is a fusion Mew deck. Hegster, Ethan, I'm going to mispronounce his last name, Hegii, is living in Japan right now, and he posted a tweet a few weeks ago about the decks that he felt like were best in the current format over there. I think 2 or 3 was Fusion Mew, and Mew is pretty straightforward. Really, really easy to play. It can really pop off. It can also totally brick. So it only has one path to the peak. It's got a couple of their stadiums as outs. It's got one Lost Vacuum as an out to path. There's obviously lots of different Mew counters out there, so we'll just see how many of those we run into tonight. But it's a really straightforward, pretty easy deck to play when, at least at the basic level, and I would not say that I'm anything beyond basic level, so we'll see if we can pop off some turn 1 KOs, maybe some donks. We'll see. But that's one of the most fun things about the fusion version of Mew is when you have the ability to turn 1 210 with Meloetta and maybe even more if you have a choice belt or power tablet, and you can get a 2-prize KO on turn 1 going second. So that's a lot of fun. All right. So I'm just waiting for the tournament. It's going to start here any minute, and I'm going to find out who I need to play. And then we will try to see if we can navigate PTCG Live without getting too many glitches or anything like that. So we'll see. I'm looking forward to it. I feel like I'm all set up. We just ate some dinner. I've got water. I've got headphones. I've got my mouse. I've got my phone on Limitless so I can keep up with the rounds. It's going to be best of 1 through 5 rounds, and then I think single elimination best of 3 in top 8 if you make it that far. And I have no illusion that I'm definitely going to make it that far, so we'll see. We'll see. But like I said, hopefully we'll have some fun, and I've not actually done any friend battles on live yet, so that might be a problem here in a moment. There's definitely some cards in that list. I think even the Hegster had talked about possibly like cutting a Meloetta and something, the V-Guard energy maybe for the fusion, the Deoxys that is actually all 3, but it's also Fusion Strike, as well as and then adding in a second double or another double turbo energy. I guess that Deoxys is helpful against Drapion, which I would not be surprised if I run into some Drapion today. I mean, everybody has access to Mew for the most part if you bought a League Battle deck or 2, so plus what they give you for free in live, so it certainly wouldn't be a bad meta call to have some Mew counters. So I wouldn't be surprised if I could run into a Mew counter every round, and it wouldn't surprise me. So we'll see. But the Deoxys, I guess, helps against Drapion, which I think it does 80 plus 80 if you have a Fusion Strike energy attached. Obviously, you can copy that attack, but I'm guessing they're talking about using the Deoxys itself as an attacker. Oh, let's juice my first. Pairings. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, alright, I'm checking in. Oh man, up against Juice first thing? Okay, let's see. I cannot challenge him, yeah, so I have to quit and restart. Give me just a second. It's been a minute since I played on, since I used Limitless, so I have to remember how to do that too. Oh, he's playing a dark deck, so right off the bat I'm in trouble. Alright, let's go here. That's interesting. You can see your opponent's deck list right off the bat. That's very interesting. Wait, metal energy only? Does Darkrai? Alright, let's see what happens. Heads. I probably want to go second. That's what I've been doing. Try to get the donk. Especially against this dark deck. Ooh. Alright. Oh, 4 Sealstone. It's good right off the bat. 3 Cram-O-Matic in the opening hand. Cram's obviously always, you know. If it works, it works. And it's amazing. Let's see what he starts with. I don't really even want to look at his deck list, like really look over it, because I feel like that's not a normal thing, so I'm not gonna dig into it, but it's Darkrai. I can see that. Okay, so it has 210 HP, so that's a really important number for me when I'm thinking about if I even have the option, the potential option to donk, which I would. Okay, Choice Belt, that doesn't change anything. Trekking Shoes. And obviously I'm going to put Genesect down. I'm going to attach the 4 Sealstone to it. I'm probably going to play Power Tablet just to thin. Well, actually what I should do is I should cram one of the Power Tablet. I should cram the Power Tablet because I don't need it turn 1, and then I'll have the option to cram the other cram. You can't cram tools anymore because they're not considered item cards. Okay, there's a Alessa's Sparkle. So I definitely needed that. Alright, so we're gonna attach this here. So all I need then, I need to draw 1 Fusion Strike Energy, and I need to get Meloetta into play, and then I can get the turn 1 knockout on Darkrai. So, alright, Tails. Okay. Heads. Alright, so we're going to get Battle VIP Pass. So that I can get a Genesect and a Meloetta. And then I'm going to play Alessa's Sparkle now. And then I've actually got the turn 1 knockout because I already have 4 Sealstone to complete the play. I could certainly play Lost City. I do not need those Alessa Sparkles. It's just Fusion Strike System. Choice Belt, okay. We'll attach that here. And then we will go ahead and use Star Alchemy for the last Fusion Strike Energy. I didn't do any prize checking because I'm really bad about remembering that. And here we go. Turn 1 knockout for 2 prizes. Oh, that Battle VIP Pass doesn't help me now. I can potentially judge, though. I definitely don't need Alessa's Sparkle. Getting an Ultra Ball would be amazing if I top decked that, because then I could get rid of the 2 Alessa's Sparkle and go get another Mew or a Mew VMAX. And honestly, getting another or another Genesect. You don't really want to bench more than, you don't want to bench 4 Genesect really at any point. Although if he puts down another 2 prizer with, oh, I win. Right? Yeah, that's all I need to do. Melodious Echo, he doesn't have resistance. Okay. All right. So, yeah, Juice wished me good luck, and I definitely had it. I had everything I needed there. He didn't have any benched. He wasn't able to find another basic for backup. I was able to turn one KO his Darkrai. I mean, that's the power of Fusion Mew, like right there. That's why you want to play. Like if you're gonna play this deck, that's why you play it, in my opinion. Now, there are some other advantages to playing Fusion Mew right now. Um, there's a card that's popular right now, the Clef Key, that can ability lock your basics. Um, but if you attach a Fusion Strike Energy to one of um, your Genesect, you can still Fusion Strike Energy prevents the effects of abilities, so you can still draw under that, I believe, and you can also still use Forest Sealstone under Clef Key and under Path. So those are obviously really useful additions. The Forest Sealstone is absolutely huge. I mean, the ability to just go and get what you need. So you just basically Genesect until you see if you draw what you need, and then if not, you can Forest Sealstone. Although, if you don't have to do it early, you want to reserve it in case you get path locked. So you can go Forest Sealstone for either Lost Vacuum or one of the other two. Um, one of the other two stadiums in the deck. All right, let's go back to pairings. All right. Okay. 5 out of 12 matches are completed. I will keep an eye on that, and I can go ahead and I can play a practice match. Really, like literally all I've been doing is I've just been playing until I get my daily quests for the day done, and then I lost my mouse. There we are. And then I stop, because otherwise, like I could totally sit here and just play all day and be like, go sit in the corner, kids. Like I'm playing Pokemon, but I obviously don't want to do that. I don't want to be that kind of dad. I don't want to be that kind of player. So we can definitely play a practice match here. So yeah, I get my emotions up. I really want to play well and do things, and I hate losing, probably like everybody does. So we're just gonna see. Oh, his coin is Mew, so I wonder if this is gonna be Mew versus Mew. In which case, the only real counters we have are how many path we have, which I have one. So potentially, if I get a good setup, I can path lock him. He's choosing to go first, so he probably doesn't have Fusion Mew. I'm just guessing. I know that some people feel very strongly about that. Okay, so I already have Meloetta, a Battle VIP Pass, and a Fusion Strike Energy. And Hisuian Heavy Ball potentially will get me something that I want. So it is Mew versus Mew. Okay. I have definitely messed myself up before, and clearly I don't have a Alessa Sparkle yet, but I've definitely messed myself up before where I have drawn with Genesect, and then okay, so path no longer matters now that he has the Forest Sealstone. But I've drawn with Genesect, and I've drawn the Fusion Strike Energy, and then you can't Alessa them out of the deck because they're... Oh, okay, he just used it, so now I can Pathlock him. Oh, interesting. He does have Meloetta, and he does have Fusion Energy, and he still chose to go first. I mean, maybe that is tactically the better option. He's already got a really strong setup, so even if I can get to... Oh, interesting, Featherball. I don't feel like you see that in many decks. Okay, just thinning the hand to be able to draw more. Gotta keep an eye on this, what I'm actually here for. And yeah, actually, now that I'm looking at the